My name is Jinal Jhala and I am your instructor of this subject. Today in this video lecture we are going to learn our new topic, that is different categories of function. Now the same program we can write using 4 different methods. So it is divided into 4 different categories. Which category? So let's see one by one. First category name is function with no argument and no return type. What is argument? I will explain later. And no return type and with return type you already know. When we write void, that means no return type, and instead of void we can write any of the data type, that is called as a with return type. Then after, second category is function with argument and no return type. Then third category is function with arguments and with return type. And last category is function with no argument and with return type. So in this video lecture we will see the same program with using 4 different categories. So start with very first category, that is function with no argument and no return type. So the program of addition of 2 numbers we can build without using function also, and already we have done this program in previous videos, right? But today addition of 2 number we will make using 4 different categories. So first of all, our first part is function declaration, and in this category just see no return type, that means compulsory we have to write void as our return type. So in first line first we have to write void because no return type. Then after, our function name is sum. Why? Because we want a sum of 2 numbers, that's why I am writing function name as a sum. And in bracket no arguments. Arguments is nothing but it is a parameter. So parameter and argument both are the same. So here I am writing void because no parameters, that's why. Now our next part is write a main function. So I am writing void main, and always we can call the function in our main section. So our function name is sum. So I am writing sum and empty bracket. Why empty bracket? Because here no argument, that's why we don't require to pass any data from our main function. Now let's see our third part, that is function definition. So again for definition write void, then after sum and in bracket void. You can also keep it blank here, and in curly bracket you have to write whole logic of addition of 2 numbers. So first of all, for addition of 2 numbers we require 2 input variables and 1 output variable. So first of all, integer a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 5 are our input variable, and c is used for storing the output. Now next step is c is equal to a plus b. So 10 plus 5 will be execute and 15 answer will be stored in our variable c. And at last we have to print the output. So printf sum is equal to %d comma c. Now how it will execute? So our actual execution always done of only one function, that is main function. So starting the execution in curly bracket we have write sum. So when this function call, our control goes to the directly on the definition of sum. So our control goes to the our function definition, and in this definition we have calculated addition of 2 numbers. So our answer will be print and our output is like sum is equal to 15, and then after next statement will be execute, and next statement is closing curly bracket. So our final output is sum is equal to 15. So here you can see that void means no return type, and your in bracket I am writing void, so no argument. So this is our first category. Now let's see our second category, that is function with argument but no return type. So how we can write the same program using this second category? So compulsory you have to write void as a return type because here no return type. Then after, our function name is sum, that's why I am writing sum, and here in bracket I am passing two parameters, or we can say two arguments. Why? Because I want to do sum of two numbers, that's why I am passing two parameters. If you want to do sum of three different numbers, then you have to pass three parameters or three arguments. So I am passing integer a comma integer b, and one more thing you have to remember, that declare the variable with its data type in bracket as an argument. Now our next part is main function. So in main function we have to call our user defined function, but here we are passing parameters, that's why our input will pass from our main function. So the code will be changed here, and here we have to write the input in main function. So integer x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5. Now how we can call the function? So write the function name, that is sum, and in bracket I am passing two parameters x comma y. So this part is called as a function call. Now next move to the function definition. When this statement will execute, our control goes to the function definition. Now in definition I am writing void as a return type, then function name is sum, and in bracket integer a comma integer b. Now you think that here I am taking a and b, and in main function I am writing x and y, then what happens? So the value of x will pass to our variable a, and the value of y will pass to our variable b. Means a get the value 10 and b get the value 5. Now in definition what we have to write here, we don't require to declare this variable because already we have write in as a parameter. So only declare one variable, that is c. So integer c, and write your logic, that's your process. C is equal to a plus b, and print the value of c. So when this function call, 10 plus 5 will execute, and 15 answer will be stored in our variable c, and it will print like sum is equal to 15. And here you can see that we have write void, that means no return type, and in bracket parameters are available, that's why we can say that with arguments. So the same program we can write using this category. Now move to the third category, that is function with return type and with arguments. Now when the concept is with return type, then we can't write void as our return type. Compulsory we have to write different data type as a return type. So I am writing here in function declaration that integer. Why integer? Because my answer of sum always I get in integer, that's why. If your answer you will get in float, then you have to write return type as a float. So integer, then after function name is same as previous, that is sum, and in bracket I am passing two parameters because the category is like with argument with return type, that's why I have to pass parameters also. And write the main function. In main function I am declaring two variable and assigning the value to that variable, that x is equal to 10, y is equal to 5. Why? Because this concept is with argument, so our input always pass through the main function, that's why. And one more statement here I have write printf statement. Why? Because when our category is with return type, in that category always our answer return to the main function from our user defined function. In previous two categories our answer print in your function definition part, but here your answer will print in main section, that's why I am writing printf function and sum is equal to %d, and after comma I am calling our function, that is sum, and in bracket I am passing the value of x and y, so sum x comma y. So when this function will call, our control goes to the function definition, and in function definition you have to declare one variable, that c, and c is equal to a plus b. So how it will execute? The value of x pass to our variable a, and the value of y pass to our variable b. So 10 plus 5 means 15 will store in our c variable, and here don't require to write printf statement. you have to return the value of your output variable. That's why I'm writing return C. So what happened when your function called in main section, your value written at the particular location, means in this printf sum is equal to 15 will print. So here you can see that I'm writing integer, so it is called as a with return type, and also passing two arguments, that's why with arguments. So this is our third category, and our last category is function with no arguments but with return type. So let's see how we can write it. First of all, here with return type, so I am writing integer as return type because I want return statement, that's why. Then after our function name is similar, that is sum, and here no argument means our bracket is empty, or we can write void here. So function declaration part is completed. Now move to the main section. In main I am writing printf statement, and sum is equal to %d and calling the function after comma, that sum, and opening closing bracket. Why I am writing printf here? Because here with return type concept, so our answer return from the user defined function to the main function, that's why our answer print in main function. So when this function call, it will go to the function definition. But now the change is in input, because in previous two categories with argument our input passed from the main function, but here no argument, that's why our input we have to write in our function definition part. So declare integer a is equal to 10, b is equal to 5, c is equal to a plus b. Now 10 plus 5, 15 will be stored in our c variable, and we have to return it into main function. So return c, return statement is required because our category is with return type. So when this printf execute, our answer will be 15 and sum is equal to 15 output we will get on this screen. And here I am writing integer, that's why it is called as a with return type, and no parameters, that's why no argument. So the same program you can write using any of the method, but with argument and with return type is the appropriate method because data communication happen in this category. In our first category, no argument, no return type, data communication not occur between main function and user defined function. In other categories, when with argument, our input always pass to the main function. So use the third category as a appropriate category. Hope guys you understand these categories of function very well. Take care, bye bye, thank you so much.